Not everyone is chosen, and those who are never had a choice in the matter. You didn't ask for the weight you carry. You didn't beg for the calling on your life, but it's there, burning inside you, demanding something more. You're not like everyone else. You feel deeply, you think differently, you sense things before they happen. But with this rare gift comes a heavy price. The world celebrates the idea of the chosen one, but they rarely talk about what it costs to walk that path. This isn't about glory, it's about fire, transformation, loneliness, inner war, and silence that speaks louder than words. If you've ever felt like you were born different, if your pain has always seemed heavier, and your insight sharper than others around you, this message is for you. Because maybe, just maybe, you're one of the chosen ones. And if this finds you at the perfect moment, when you were asking for a sign or searching for clarity, then type 1111 in the comment section right now. Let it be your agreement with the divine, your confirmation that this was meant for you. And don't forget to subscribe, because chosen ones walk through many storms, and you were never meant to walk them alone. Let's uncover the 9 costs of being a chosen one, and why this painful path still leads to divine purpose. 1. Isolation becomes your home. Before you are elevated, you are separated. That is the divine order. The chosen one is not thrown into greatness, they are hidden, cut off, and often forgotten. There will come a time when the silence is so loud that you question everything. Friends will stop calling, family will stop checking in. Even when surrounded by laughter, you'll feel like a ghost in the room, present but invisible. But understand this, it's not abandonment, it's alignment. God is not punishing you, He is preparing you in the sacred silence. This isolation is not meant to crush you but to carve you into something rare. In solitude, the mask falls off. You confront your rawest emotions, your oldest wounds, your unhealed parts. While the world is entertained by noise and distraction, you are being refined in the furnace of stillness. God hides His most powerful warriors before He reveals them. The world doesn't see your preparation, but heaven does. And that lonely place? It's not a curse, it's holy ground. 2. Misunderstood by the masses. The burden of clarity is often isolation. You speak truth, and it shakes the illusions people cling to, so they brand you as arrogant. You walk away from chaos to protect your peace, and suddenly, you're labeled as heartless or fake. You enforce boundaries to preserve your purpose, and they call it ego. The reality is, the chosen one sees what others refuse to acknowledge. Your vision pierces too deep. Your spirit feels too much. Your very presence makes others uncomfortable, not because you're wrong, but because your light reveals their shadows. Even those closest to you will misinterpret your intentions. You will be painted as the enemy in stories where you were the healer, the guide, the peacemaker. This is the heavy tax of spiritual clarity, being judged not for your actions, but for how your presence disrupts illusions. But don't let their confusion dim your glow. You were not chosen to be liked. You were chosen to be light, and sometimes, light burns before it warms. 3. Spiritual warfare finds you first. Don't be surprised when your battles begin long before your breakthrough. As a chosen one, warfare isn't a sign that something is wrong, it's proof that something powerful is rising within you. The attacks are subtle at first. Exhaustion with no cause, overwhelming anxiety, nights plagued with nightmares, confusion that clouds your judgment. People think it's coincidence. But in the spiritual realm, there are no coincidences. Darkness can smell destiny. It knows when a giant is awakening, and because you are marked, you are also targeted. But let this truth anchor you: spiritual attacks are never launched against the powerless. The enemy invests heavily in stopping the chosen. Your depression, your sudden losses, your inexplicable pain. These are not random, they are resistance. But take heart, for your strength comes not from this earth, but from divine roots. You are armored in something eternal. The darkness may press in, but it cannot consume you. 4. Your blessings come after breaking. There is no crown without a cross, no elevation without a breaking. This is one of the hardest truths a chosen one must learn. The road to your destiny will not be smooth, it will be brutal. You will be shattered in places you thought were secure. Your heart will be broken by people you trusted with your soul. Your dreams will fall apart in front of you like ashes, and you'll ask God why. But understand this, God doesn't destroy to punish. He breaks to rebuild. Look through history. Moses was crushed in the desert, Joseph forgotten in a prison, David hunted in caves. Each breaking became a doorway to greatness. The pain you're enduring now isn't the end, it's the labor pain of purpose. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss is stretching you for what's coming. So do not curse the breaking, bless it. For in the very place where you were crushed, you will be crowned. 5. You're called to heal what hurt you. Your deepest wounds are not just scars, they are assignments. The abuse you survived, the neglect you endured, the betrayals that almost broke you, they were not random events. As a chosen one, your life follows divine patterns. Often you are called back to the very battlefields that wounded you, not to relive the pain but to bring healing. You will be sent into dark places with the light you nearly died earning. This is not about revenge, it's about redemption. You will speak life into the very types of people who once silenced you. You will love those who remind you of your past abusers, not to excuse them, but to free yourself. This calling is not glamorous. It will break you all over again, until forgiveness becomes your sword and wisdom your shield. Many cannot do this, but you were chosen precisely because you can. You carry both the wound and the remedy. You are not just a survivor. You are a healer in disguise, a warrior sent to light up the ruins. 6. You have to lead when you'd rather rest. There are moments, dark, heavy moments, when all you want is to rest, to disappear, to lay down the armor and just be human for a while. But when you're chosen, the mantle of leadership finds you even when you don't seek it. You are often appointed before you're ready, before you're healed, before you've caught your breath. Others break down, and you become their anchor. Others lose their way, and your light is expected to lead them home. You are the one who must be strong, even when you are falling apart inside. The one who must speak life into others, even when your own soul feels dry. And yes, it's exhausting, it's lonely, it feels unfair. But in these moments of weakness, something sacred happens. Divine strength invades your frailty. You find yourself speaking wisdom you didn't study, offering peace you didn't feel, carrying weight you shouldn't bear. That's not you, that's God moving through you. Leadership is not a privilege for the chosen one, it's a responsibility. You don't lead because you want to, you lead because destiny leaves you no other choice. 7. You're forced to let go again and again. The story of the chosen one is written in seasons of surrender. Just when you start to find peace in a friendship, it fades. Just when love begins to feel safe, it leaves. Just when a door opens, it closes before you step through. You will often wonder, why can't I just keep what I love? But chosen ones are not called to comfort. They are called to ascension. And elevation requires release. Letting go is not punishment, it's pruning. What others get to keep for convenience, you must surrender for growth. You were never meant to stay where you're merely accepted. You're meant to soar where your purpose is protected. The losses will ache, the goodbyes will be bitter. But understand this, what is removed from your life is never greater than what is being prepared for you. You are shedding what can't go with you to your next level. And yes, that hurts, but it's holy hurt. It's the sacred cost of becoming more. 8. You carry a burden you can't explain. It's not always what people see that weighs you down, it's what they never see. You walk through life with a quiet ache in your soul, a pressure, a calling, a responsibility you never asked for but can't shake off. People may think you're doing fine, after all you smile, you achieve, you encourage others. But inside there's an invisible burden pressing on your spirit. It's the weight of discernment, the weight of vision, the weight of knowing things too deeply and feeling the pain of people you barely know. You absorb atmospheres, you carry the heaviness of generations, you grieve for things no one speaks of. And the world doesn't understand that. They see your strength and assume it comes easily, but they don't see the tears behind the strength, the prayers whispered in private, the warfare fought in silence. This burden isn't a curse, it's a calling, and though it's heavy, it's holy. You carry it because you were built for it. 9. You're being watched, even in secret. Even in your most private moments, eyes are watching you. Not all are visible, but their presence is real. Some people admire you in silence, drawing strength from your walk without ever telling you. Others envy you, studying your steps not to follow them, but to trip you up. Some copy your every move, trying to mimic the anointing without paying the price you've paid for it. And then there are those who don't even know why they're drawn to you. They just know something about you shifts the atmosphere. As a chosen one, your life becomes a silent sermon. You don't just carry influence when you speak, you carry it when you breathe. Your existence convicts some, inspires others, and irritates many. That's the price of divine positioning. Your light exposes what people try to keep hidden. Your peace becomes a mirror to their chaos. Your integrity reveals their compromise. You were never designed to blend in. You are light in a world that loves shadows. And that means you will always be watched, even when you're just trying to be still. So yes, the path of the chosen one is painful, but it's sacred. Every wound, every loss, every lonely night, it's shaping you into someone the world desperately needs. Don't curse your process. Embrace it, because the crown you carry is forged in fire, and when the world finally sees your light, they'll have no idea what it cost you to shine. This is the Chosen Seer channel. If this message resonated with your soul, don't leave without typing 1111 in the comments to claim your alignment and divine breakthrough. Subscribe for more deep messages like this, because the journey of the chosen one is not over, it's just beginning. And together, we rise. Thank you for watching.